Hello, welcome to Saturday Training. It is January 24th, 2015. I'm Denson Taylor, Senior Director. Before we get started, let's go through a couple of announcements here. The Atlanta Quarterly Training, March the 6th and the 7th. Are you registered yet? If you hadn't registered, you need to go to hydratingthenation.com, get registered there. This is a very, very important training. You're going to get a price. If you register right now, you're going to get a price of $30 at the door. I mean, $30 up front. It'll be $50 at the door. So go on and get that done. We also have a special rate negotiated with this hotel. Go on and register and get your room. $62 a night for an all-suite hotel. This is a two-room suite, so even if you wanted to room up with somebody, it'll be very easy to do that. So, again, the quarterly training, folks, I cannot express to you how important this is because we're implementing some things. We're already starting to see the viral growth of some of the things that we're implementing, like the hydration challenge is officially launched. I need you to like us on Facebook at the Hydration Challenge. You can search for the fan page, the Hydration Challenge. And of course, you can go there as well by typing in www.facebook.com slash the Hydration Challenge. Now, what is a Hydration Challenge? This is basically a cause to educate the nations about hydration. And the reason I say the nations is because we're going to grow this into a worldwide movement and crusade. And the process is simply this, a very simple process. First off, you sample the products. It's where you try the products. Number two, you commit to hydrate your body for 90 days. It's going to cost you about $100 a month in products to do so. You also want to promote the hydration challenge to your network. 4 partners that take this challenge with you. They're paying their $100 every month. You totally offset your cost. If you'll help your 4 people offset their costs, then the challenge is paying you now about $500 a month. And we duplicate from that point. We're going to help you to duplicate the promotion of this challenge to other people and hopefully develop for you a 5, 6, or 7-figure residual income. Our goals here is to create a $1 billion marketing team because we've got a 50% payout with our company. So we want to get this thing to the point where we're directing $1 billion a year back to this group of everyday people. And what I'm excited about is this will create over 10,000 6-figure incomes. So again, welcome. I hope you're having a great Saturday. And now we're going to go on and get straight into the basic training. Now, again, welcome to this training. I'm Denson Taylor. And the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to talk about why, the most important part to building this whole business. Why. The definition of why is for what reason calls a purpose. For what reason calls a purpose are you going to pay the price? Your reason might be as simple as making extra income or bettering your situation and lifestyle, or your cause might be your church, or your purpose might be freedom. But you're the only person that can determine this. And this is so important that when you look at why only 10% of your success comes from how you do this business, a whopping 90% comes from actually why you do this. So again, let's take some time and focus on this. Your why is the fuel to get you there. So once you know why you're doing this, you must now start dreaming again. And now you've got to set some goals. Now, a goal is simply a dream with a date put on it. Your goals must be written. They must be very specific, and they must be time sensitive. You've got to give yourself a deadline to hit these goals. And if you'll do that, they'll work very well with you building your business. Okay. Now, let me give you an example. One of the first things that you'll hit with our company is 4x4, which will pay you $500 a month. And let's say that you do that. Your goal is to get a new car. Well, it's not enough to just say that you want a new car. You have to be very specific in what you want. Like you might say, okay, I want a white Mercedes-Benz C350. I want the sports package. I want black leather interior. I want a panoramic roof. You need to go test drive this car. You need to get the brochure on this car. And if you do that within your first 30 days, let's say that you say, okay, I'm going to go on and get this done. I'm going to get a solid group in place. I'm going to be coachable. I know that. And the reason I say in the first 30 days is because that's definitely a possibility. What happens if you hit this in the first 30 days? You must reward yourself, because if you reward yourself with this goal, every time you get in that car, it shows you the power of goal setting. But you should always as well never go any period of time without an active goal. Okay, so if you say that I'm getting close to hitting this car and getting this car, then you need to set another goal. Like you might want to go on a certain vacation, or you might want to go shopping, or whatever the case might be. You set another goal before you hit this goal. And again, never go any period of time without an active goal. One of this is something that is funded by the company. It's a great initial goal, since these two activities is what's going to build your business, and it's the 4x4 reward. You qualify with 4 personals in your first 30 days. You're doing 100, they're doing 100. This is going to pay you your 100 right back. And it also gives you a Zuma watch. And if you help them to get 4 within their first 30 days, 16 on the second level, any combination, no more than 10 people coming from any one person, now you've developed that extra 500 a month, and the company's going to give you a tablet computer. So again, duplicating this is what's going to get you to the real money here. And of course, I just gave you an example of a short-term goals that'll reward you for short spurts of activity. Always keep a live goal in your face. Think about it. You're now in business for yourself. So much of what you want in your short-term goals are going to be things that you can build for your business, that can build your business. Therefore, many of those things become tax deductible, like that new car, or computers, or tablets, cell phones, travel. You see what I mean here? So the short-term goals can compound into long-term goals because you keep yourself excited and you just keep rewarding yourself. So long-term goals should really be centered around how much residual income will it require for you to live your desired lifestyle, like the dream homes. What do you want your primary home to be? What kind of secondary homes do you want? Your dream transportation, think about that. Whether it's cars, whether it's a custom coach, bus, private planes, whatever the case might be. Dream vacations, where do you want to go? Well, the bottom line is to be in total control of your time means that you can go anywhere at any time, do your business from anywhere, and that is the ultimate thing that most people want to accomplish. And the leverage effect is what's going to help you to accomplish those things. In fact, most people never experience life like this because they're never taught about leverage, and instead the average person is taught how to trade their time for money. So this is the way that leverage works. In our system, we duplicate U plus 2 because our plan is a binary plan. So you'll start with one person on the left, one person on the right, and you'll build 2 teams from that point by duplicating. And what do I mean by that? You'll help each one of your 2 to do what you just did and sponsor a minimum of 2 in order to start their 2 teams. And of course, we'll teach them to duplicate as well. I'm going to show you a 12-step process. It doesn't stop at 12 levels. But let's say the first month, all you did was got your 2, and the next month, all they did was got their 2, and the third month, those 4 got 2, and you got 8, and the fourth month, those 8 got 2, and now you have 16 new people. Well, if that is all that happened, each brand new person got 2, after 12 months, you've got over 8,000 distributors, 4,000 on each side of your business. Now, this is a very simple process. What I just showed you, because you only sponsored 2, you actually qualify to make 10% commissions up to $10,000 per week. So what does that mean in this scenario? Well, if you've got 4,000 people on each side of your business, and each one of those people activated with a $199 startup pack, that creates 4,000 cycles. At 10%, you're going to make $16 per cycle, which works out to $64,000 in upfront income. When they go on their $100 a month auto ship, that creates $32,000 per month. Now, what if I told you that you could turn that 10% into 15%, get paid another 5% on the same effort? Well, all you have to do is you've got to be sure that you're on 100 a month. You already know that. And be sure that you sponsor 4. And if you do that, that 10% turns into 15%. Your earning potential goes from 10,000 a week up to 15,000 a week. And the amount of that cycle goes to 24. So that's roughly going to pay you 100,000 in upfront money, 50,000 a month in residual income. And I'm here to tell you, you can live any lifestyle that you desire at 50,000 plus per month. So the bottom line is this: U plus 2 duplicated through 12 steps creates 8,000 distributors, 4,000 on each side of your business. If each one of those people activates with that lower package, that $199 pack, then it's going to pay you $100,000 up front. They go on a $100 a month auto ship, $50,000 per month. You must sponsor 4. One thing that I didn't mention in that example is you also, if you got four, if you sponsor four and all of them are doing 100 a month and you're doing 100 a month, you also qualify to match all of your personals by 25%. So if you had one person even that went and did what I just described, if they're making 50,000 per month, you're making about 12,500 a month from what they're doing. Would this change your life? Absolutely, no question. So I want to just show you one other thing. See, remember, four is a magic number in our company, and I want to just show you the power of four. In fact, we showed you the number in duplicating 2 through 12 steps, and the exact number is 8,190. Now, what do you think happens to this bottom line number after 12 steps if we just teach each person to sponsor one more? So we start with 3, and it's 927, and you'll notice after 12 steps, it's a whopping 797,000. That's a big difference by teaching each person to just sponsor one more. What do you think happens if we add one more to it and we duplicate this by 4 instead of 3? Look at what the bottom line number goes to. It's over 22 million. And what is so powerful about our compensation plan is everything in our company is geared around 4. We incentivize 4. So just remember that it's just going to help you to hit that number a lot easier and a lot quicker, and it can really help us to make that number a lot larger as well. So let's talk about now building a solid foundation. And when you start your business, I want you to think about your business like you're starting inside of a box, and there are certain things you're going to have to do inside of this box that might be uncomfortable, might not be what you're used to, but you're going to have to work to get out of the box. But it's very simple if you'll take it step by step. First step is to be sure that you're doing $100 a month in your order. The next step is to refer 4 other people and help them to get that 100 a month done. So if you're spending 100 and they're spending 100, your products are basically free. Now, the only other thing I'm gonna recommend to you is this, because if you're doing 150, you're going to qualify yourself for some other things in this comp plan that really get you to the serious money. So if you're doing 150 a month, it might be that you've got 3 or 4 people in your family that's on the X2 on the focus up. Then of course you'll be spending more than 150. You'll be spending about 200 a month for everybody to hydrate properly, or you may want to be on another product as well called Cardiozyme. In fact, we've got about 36 best of the best products with this company. You can't get them in any stores. You have to get them through this company. Why not buy them from yourself? Why not keep yourself qualified at 150 where you're qualified for all of the money on the table? And just go on and teach that to your people, because as we start these numbers to duplicating, trying to save 50 a month will cost you literally thousands per month if you're not careful. So again, get in that product catalog, see what you might be buying from GNC or stores like that right now, and buy them from yourself, okay? So now, congratulations, you're out of the box. What do you want to do at this point? Well, you've got 4 people that you just started in the box, so you want to help each one of them to make 4 referrals to offset the cost of their products. And believe it or not, you've gotten them out of the box and you're making an extra 500 or so per month in residual based income. And to really crack the code to get to the big money, we just duplicate that process. And what I'm about to do, in fact, look at this. This is what it looks like in your organization, because I know people look at this and they say, well, he said 2 and we were going to start 2 teams, but now he's saying that I need to sponsor 4. Well, the binary works this way. You can only put 2 people frontline. So remember, no matter what you do, you're still only building 2 teams off of your top position. So you start with 2 and your other 2 have to go below those 2. And of course, if you're doing 100 a month and they're doing 100 a month, your products are basically free. Now, what do you want to do at this point? You want to duplicate that with these folks. It looks this way in their organization, and this is how your 2 teams start to build. They are offsetting the cost of their products, and this is where you develop that extra 500 a month. And basically, it's 20 people that are buying these products to the tune of $100 a month, 20 customers. So that is a way that it looks in your organization. Remember, the magic number is 4. Now, I want to show you one other thing, because when you become a director in our company, you'll be making qualified director every week, 5,000 a week, over 20,000 a month, about $250,000 a year. And in order to do that, your 2 teams have to start generating weekly volume of 25,000 per week. If you break that down to $100 auto ships, it's about 250 auto ships on each side of your business per week. Every week that the computer sees that, it's going to code you as a director, and you'll be paid accordingly, okay, as a qualified director. Now, the easiest way to get there is to duplicate 4 through 5 levels. It gives you 1,364 distributors, 682 on each side of your business. Again, in order for you to qualify for all of the money on the table, it's $150 per month. So if you got 682 doing 150, that's $102,300 per month. You divide that by 4, therein lies your $25,000 per week, and you're a national director. So again, everything, see, in good compensation plans, they're simple enough where if you just duplicate the foundation of whatever that comp plan is, it all works in conjunction with each other. So we have a system in place to help you to complete that box. The great thing about it is this: remember, only 10% lies in how you do this, especially when you got a system in place. All you have to do is plug into the system. The first thing I want you plugged into is our communication system. If you hadn't already done so, you may open a tab on your computer right now and go to hydratingthenation.com. You want to register on that site. You want to also register for our email distribution list, and you'll receive emails with pertinent announcements. In fact, there is a link below this video in this webinar that'll take you to Hydrating the Nation as well. Go on and get registered so you are in the communication link, and teach your people as they get involved in your business to do the exact same thing. And you also want to text the word hydrate to the number 90210. This is our text message communication system. Take your cell phone, do it now. You'll receive text messages with pertinent announcements as well, but we use the emailing system much more than the text message system, because email is just more practical. We can do a whole lot more with it. So you've got to get in the habit of checking your emails. You've got to get your emails coming to your smartphone, and that way, folks, I can't even tell you how many times I check my email throughout the day. But emails do not sit in my box. I check them probably, I would imagine I check my emails probably every 10 to 15 minutes, because it's just going in on your phone and checking them. So get yourself set up. If your phone won't support that, then by all means go do an upgrade on your phone. Now let's talk about your list. Your list, a few rules about it. It must be written. You want to do it now. Don't procrastinate. Your goal is to have at least 100 names on that list, 50 people that you might target as product users, 50 people that are money motivated. And you want to use the memory jogger. In fact, the memory jogger, you'll see a download button right below this this video, and you can download the memory jogger. And what I want you to do with that list when you get it made out is, in fact, I'm going to tell you what to do with it. But one thing right off the bat while I'm thinking about it is this: when you get that written list, go through, especially if you're on Facebook, go to Facebook and search the people that you hadn't talked to in a while, and that'll be a good way to find many of those folks. So again, download that memory jogger and spend some time. And it's just different categories, like who do you care about? Well, these people need to know what we market here. Who do you know that's money motivated? These people need to know how they can build a 6-figure residual income with our company. Who do you know with these ailments here? Well, our product hydrates the body, and when the body comes back in balance, it can repair itself with a lot of these things. And who do you know that's drinking all of the things you see here? They need to know about our products, because all of these are acidic beverages, and they cause the body to be out of balance. And once you get that list made out, I want you to look at it like you would a deck of regulation plan cards. In fact, what if I gave you a deck of cards and I said, I shuffled the deck and I said, okay, I want you to flip one card at a time, and if you'll do so, every time you flip an ace, I'll pay you $1 million cash. Well, you know, if you're familiar with a deck of cards, that you've got 4 aces in that deck, giving you a possibility of $4 million. But I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench in this. I'm gonna say, okay, first off, you got to flip the cards one at a time, and you must get this done in 3 minutes. If you don't find all 4 of those aces in 3 minutes, deal off. You don't make anything. How would that change your approach? I mean, what if you flip 5 cards and didn't get any aces? Would you spend a lot of time pouting about it? Maybe saying, I knew it wasn't going to work. So-and-so told me it wouldn't work. No, you don't have time for that, because you've only got 3 minutes. Or what if you got a 2 of clubs? Would you spend a lot of time trying to turn it into an ace of spades? Absolutely not. Why? Because again, you know you only have 3 minutes. So very quickly you figured it out. This is a business of sorting, and if you get good at sorting, guess what? You're gonna get to the aces in your deck, and when you get to those aces, that's gonna get you to the real money. So the first thing that you want to do in getting to those aces is you want to get good at asking 4 questions to people. Number one, what kind of water do you drink, tap or bottle? Most people are gonna say bottle. If they say bottle, what brand do you like? Most people are gonna say one of the big ones, Dasani, Aquafina, or Nestle, which are all municipal water sources. And then you'll ask that person, do you think there's a health benefit? Most people don't know. And number 4, do you get paid to drink it or recommend it to others? And you just give them a little bit of information about our product. I've started an alkaline water business. You add our product to any water and it transforms it to alkaline water with minerals. This water is helping people with high blood pressure, blood sugar, arthritis, gout, fibromyalgia, acid reflux, energy levels, and it promotes weight loss. And also, if you've got a person that's money motivated, you really want to share the vision with them. Let those people know that we're the first to bring this concept of healthier water to the U.S. market. Most people are now buying bottled water, which has no health benefit whatsoever, but it generates almost $100 billion a year. Our system is designed to capture 1 to 2% of the U.S. water drinkers within the next 3 years. And a lot of people are going to make a lot of money here. In fact, we could turn this company into $1 billion company, and we've got a 50% payout, and you want to commit them to the next step from that point. In fact, that takes us to our funnel system, and the funnel system works this way. You simply get that list made out, spend some time, understand that your list is your capital in this business. No capital investment, but your list is that. And you want to dump that list in the funnel, and out of the other end, you're going to get a yes or a no. The first component of the funnel is the sample system. Now, the sample system is where you just simply get a sample to your prospect immediately. You want to give them the X2O and the Focus Up samples. You want to give them 4 packs of the Focus Up, 2 of the drink sticks, 2 of the capsule packs, and you also want to give them the X2O and the Focus Up brochures. Now, I would highly recommend that you utilize the $6.95 sample pack as well. And if you're plugged into what we're doing, you know how to get that. If you don't know how to get it, you just simply be sure in your back office under site, you want to just be sure that that profile is set up at RP4, and that'll give you access to that $6.95 sample pack. And the $6.95 sample pack just simply means that the company will do the sampling for you. You send this information to a person. If they want to try it first, they can go in and order the sample. The company's going to send it to them, and it actually is going to give them the sample free. They'll just simply pay $6.95 shipping and handling. So this is a way for you to sample people, not only in your backyard, but all over the country and literally all over the world. Now, if you sell the product to a person, let's say, because we sit down with many people that say, look, how do I buy the product? I just want to buy the product. Retail the X2O for $10 per envelope. Retail the Focus Up for $5 per drink stick or capsule pack. So the sample pack that the company has given us is about a $30 retail pack. But again, if you sell it, retail it to a person, that is what I retail the products for. And understand that the fortune is in the follow-up. You want to follow up within the next 24 to 48 hours. The next component is our webinar system. Now, we do 12 webinars every day. I personally do those. If you don't know me, my background, I'm a multi-million-dollar earner in network marketing. You'll access that at hydratingthenation.com under that live webinar tab. And you just want to register for the next webinar and either get yesterday's webinar. Now, the next component is our conference call system. Now, the conference call system is very simple. We do conference calls every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon Eastern. We call them the lunch break call. Now, the phone number for that call is 857-216-6700. The PIN number for that call is 293302. We also do one of these on Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So all you have to do is this. You got people in process. You may have sampled them. You may have sent them to our Facebook fan page, whatever the case is. The next thing you want to do is get them on one of the prospecting calls so they can hear real testimonies, and that might be enough to actually bump them over the edge, but you just want to take them to step after step after step. And of course, the next phase of the funnel system are water parties. Now, water parties are simply where you invite your friends and relatives over to your house. You want to make them a lot of fun. You do product taste and let them taste the alkaline water. Let them experience the Focus Up. You notice I said experience the Focus Up because it is an experience the first time that you try this product. And of course, you want to do the chlorine demo, the pH demo. You want to do that soda demo with people, and you also want to show the plan. You could actually show them a replay of our webinar. You can show them a PowerPoint very easily. You can hook your computer to most TVs, HDMI, it doesn't matter. You just want to do the demos and show the plan and plug into your weekly meeting. Now, if you don't have a weekly meeting going on in your area, it's okay. You can step up and do one. It's very important that you get one done, but that's the water parties, okay? So that's a very important part of what we do. In fact, 77% of all sales in network marketing happen in a face-to-face environment in homes and in places like that. So you really want to take advantage of that and use it. And then you want to BAM fam. You want to book a meeting from a meeting. If you got a person at a house or a face-to-face meeting, they're excited, they order their product, they're ready to go, have them to get a group together so you can go on and get 4 referrals to offset their costs. Because the way that our plan works is this. If you're in at $199 and you refer 4 that are in at $199, you're going to make $228 right back. Got your money right back. They go on 100, you go on 100, you're making your 100 right back. So you've offset your costs. It didn't really cost you anything to do this. Even if you're in at a $499 builders pack and you refer 4 people that do the $499, you're going to make about right at $600 right back. And of course, you'll go on a 150 auto ship with that. They're doing their 150, you pretty much get your money back. So refer 4 and pay no more. So this is the reason that we always want to book a meeting from a meeting to help people get off to a fantastic start. And the thing that you want to do is this, okay? You think about it. You make your list, you take it through process, you take it through the funnel. You're going to get a yes or no out of the other end. What are you going to do with the no's? They don't exist, okay? You still love them, whatever, but if they don't see this, it's no big deal. They don't exist. What are you going to do? You're going to focus on the people that say yes. You're going to help them to make a list. Hopefully you get 4 good people off your list, and you're going to help them to dump that list in that funnel where they can sample, plug people into webinars, calls, and water parties, and duplicate that process. Now, another thing I'll tell you is this, is you're taking people through process. When you get people that are interested, be sure to bring them to us for a 3-way phone call. We'll be happy to do that for you. And of course, we do this training webinar every Saturday, Monday through Friday. Now we do this training webinar every Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern. You'll simply always go to hydratingthenation.com and get your registration link up front. Be sure to do that by clicking that training webinar tab and always enter with that link. Okay, that is very important. Now let's talk about the zones, building your business within the zones. The new generation binary comp plans calculate commissions and promotions on a weekly basis. I remember when we first got involved in network marketing, we were excited about building an annual income on a monthly basis. Well, now we're building those annual incomes on a weekly basis. Okay, it's an opportunity to do that. Now, Zuma's pay week ranges from Monday 12:01 a.m. to Sunday midnight. We'll split the week into zones to maximize your income. We're going to work a white zone, a blue zone, and a red zone. So the white zone is the first part of the week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This is where you sow the seed. You want to expose, expose, expose. Your mission is to send our little 6-minute link to 5 people per day minimum. Now, if you don't have our system that we have in place, you can use hydratingthenation.com, and that 6-minute video link is there. It's just a short overview of the X2O and the Focus Up products, and it's also the video that corporate did on the demonstration of X2O. It's in there as well. So when you send this to a person, they get all of that information. You want to sample them with the $6.95 sample pack, or you can give them the sample up front. It doesn't matter. But again, I highly recommend this sample pack because the company is allowing us right now to give away as much product as we want to get the numbers done. Or you want to pay it forward with a person. If you got somebody out of town and you know, like it might be a brother, sister, cousin, somebody that's really close to you, you go in and order that $6.95 pack with them. And of course, you tell them when you do so that when I put this sample in for you, it's also going to give you a free wholesale distributorship or a free wholesale membership. Now, you want to pay it forward. And what I mean by that is this. You might have a brother or a sister or somebody that's really close to you. Then you just go in and order the $6.95 pack for that person, and tell that person that when I put this in, it's actually going to create a free wholesale membership for you. And if you like the product, then you just put your credit card in and you can buy anything that this company has wholesale. In fact, I'll show you exactly how we can develop an income here, how we can get your products paid for. And that is a great way to build a number and do it. So again, you send that sample to somebody you know, and this is going to put them in the system as a wholesale member to purchase anything that we have wholesale. And you also want to direct prospects to the Hydration Challenge fan page. The great thing about this fan page is that if you click the video section, you get real testimonies of people that have been on these products and seen incredible results. If you click the photos section, then you're going to get photos and you'll see before and after pictures, hydrate and lose weight there. So that is very, very powerful. And all you want to do is just go to your page, search us out in groups under the Hydration Challenge and like it, or go to facebook.com/the Hydration Challenge. Now, the blue zone is the second part of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This is where you nourish the seed. You want to follow up with the people that you've exposed. Mission is a follow-up with every person and understand that the fortune is in the follow-up. You want to meet with them if possible, because some of these people at this point are going to be out of product. You want to help them to purchase one of the packages in the back office by clicking the products tab, going to money savings package. That is a section that's got the activation packs, and when they go in there, they'll see the $199 consumer pack qualifies them for all of the upfront money. They'll see the $499 builders pack that's going to promote them to national manager and give them enough products to sample pretty much everybody they know. And of course, they'll see a $24.99 package in there that is a merchandiser's pack. And that particular package is just simply 5 of those $4.99 packs where you can place that product up front with people when they get involved. Now, if you meet with that person, be sure to do the demos, and you want to plant the seed of making more money. Like, you might ask them a simple question like, do you make all the money that you want to make right now? They're going to say, yes, I do, or no, I don't, or whatever the case is. And from that point, you want to send them to one of our money webinars where they can see exactly how the money is made. And then, of course, the red zone is the last part of the week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is the money zone of what we do. This is where you harvest the seed. This is where you close the sale. The mission here is to drive volume, and you'll do that by utilizing the fear of loss. And what I mean by that is this: everybody that gets involved in your business, I don't care if they get involved on a sample pack, they go in the system at a $6.95 pack or $199, $4.99, they're going to go into your holding tank. In fact, if you don't have your holding tank on, if you don't know about the holding tank, go to your Zuma back office, click the placement tab, and it's going to show you if your holding tank is on or off, and you just want to be sure that it's on. So everybody that goes into your business, they're going to go into a holding pattern. So let's say that Ron went into my business and I've signed, let's say that I got 10 more people involved. And I call Ron on Sunday and I say, look, Ron, how you enjoying the products? He says, man, these products are great. Okay. Well, Ron, he says, in fact, I'm out of product. What do I need to do to order? Well, Ron, I tell you what, I've got 10 people that I'm about to place. You're one of them. And I'm trying to decide who I'm going to actually put in first, because everybody else will go below that person. So Ron, since you know, because I know how motivated you are, I know if you see an opportunity here, you'll run after it. And I want to position you to go on and get into the money right away. So Ron, why don't we do this? If you will go on and activate your position now, okay, whether you do the $199 or the $4.99, I'll put all these other people below you, and it'll give you a head start in your business. And Ron says, okay, great, I want to do the $4.99. What's the difference in the packs? Well, this is where you go in and you explain the different packages. Okay, the $199 pack is a user's pack. It gives you about $400 in retail product. It is enough product for you to get you and your family started, and it qualifies you for all of the upfront income. Now, if you want to really pursue the money here, you really want to have extra products on hand. And the $4.99 performance pack gives you over $1,000 in retail product. This is enough product for you to use, sell, or sample with other people. It also gives you a national manager upgrade, which is the fit is 5 levels up in our compensation plan. And then, of course, we got a $24.99 performance pack that you'll see there. This is simply 5 of those $4.99 packs. And the reason that those of us that purchased this package did so is because we wanted to have this product package on hand. So when somebody started with it, we could place that package up front, and the company sends a pack back to you. And again, you got one package that you can work out of, and you got 4 extra packages there. And again, you get that national manager upgrade. So that is what you want to do in the red zone to really drive volume. And again, you can use that fear of loss to do so. But folks, we are in a very special time right now. We're real excited about that next quarterly event. And just to recap, March the 6th and 7th, the Hyatt Place Hotel, 5955 Windward Parkway, Alpharetta, Georgia. This is an all-suite hotel. We got an incredible rate of $62 a night. You want to call this number in order to get that rate, 1-800-233-1234, and you want to use the group code XOWO. Okay, that group code is XOWO. Again, advance tickets for this event are $30 and they are $50 at the door. So I'm giving you that incentive because I want to get a good idea of what we're going to have here. If you hadn't already done so, like us on Facebook at the Hydration Challenge. And folks, let us help you to promote this challenge to the people in your network, the people that you know, love, and care about, the people in your church, everybody you know, and we'll identify other people to promote the challenge in their networks. And we're going to grow this thing. And I'm telling you, our goal is to turn this company really into a $2 billion company, because $1 billion of it is going to come back to our marketing team. And, you know, we're going to be known as $1 billion marketing team and we'll change many, many lives. So we appreciate you guys being on today, and we'll see you on the Sunday night call again tomorrow. So have a good one. Thanks a lot. Thanks for being here.